Hey, hello again, folks. So I figured, in keeping with the video I did like 2 or 3 prior to this one about the remains of the Schuylkill and Lehigh in Onalani Park up in Tripoli, I'd mentioned in that video that that's one of 2 areas I know that you can legally walk the former Schuylkill and Lehigh railbed. So we're at the second spot now. That was in Lehigh County at Onalani Park, as I mentioned in that video. We are now in Berks County at Lake Onalani. So at Onalani Park, I pointed out that the Onalani Creek flows through there and continues to flow south till it becomes the Maiden Creek, and then continues to flow south even more till it becomes Lake Onalani. So that's where we are now. You can't really see much through here, but this is the beginnings. This is the northern end of Lake Onalani. So Maiden Creek would have been emptying into here. Actually, if the lake wasn't here, Maiden Creek would continue through here, and we're actually going to attempt to find some other interesting, but maybe not rail-related things along Maiden Creek today. Possibly stop at the Lake Onalani Dam, and I'll do a video on that too. But right now, just want to show you that we're going through a rock cut right here. To access this trail, if you're a local and you're familiar with Route 662, it crosses the Maiden Creek right near the town of Misellum. Actually, it's not even a town. It's Misellum. I don't even think it's really considered a town anymore. There was a furnace there at one time, many years ago. And there's a little road right before the bridge that crosses Maiden Creek. It's kind of just like a little back road. And you follow that till it dead ends, and it's a parking lot. And then you can walk right on this trail. It's all public lands here. So I guess there's only 2 areas I know of that you can legally walk the former SNL. We're kind of near Evansville, which is just it was a little small village, but it actually had a rail station, and it's been a cement producer. Well, there's been cement produced from a huge quarry in Evansville. It started out in 1902, I think I read. Well, I don't necessarily know if it's the same quarry that started out in 1902, but the Reading Cement was the first company in the Evansville area that started a cement factory. I believe it's now there's a Heidelberg Cement is the big cement producer in this area. It's a monster cement producing facility. I'll put some information about that in the description. They produce a ton of cement. As you can see, we've got your typical coal and cinder fill, and we're going to come up on this bridge right here. So if you're familiar with my channel, we have been to this spot before, but on the other side. So I've actually done a video from that side looking to where we're standing right now. There's actually a date stamp right here. Try and get you guys a shot of this. Just bear with me 1 second, I apologize. I hope you can see that. It says 1921. So, what's interesting is I just learned this the other day. So there's still rails on that side. I'm going to go over there in a little while and shoot another video. If you're interested to see, I have other videos that are from the beginning of my channel, and I follow from the other side where the cement factory starts, where the active rail is, and then the rails continue through the woods a good mile or so, mile and a half before they hit this bridge. Then the rails disappear, but there still are rails over there. We're going to go over there in a little bit and check that out. And then there's a spur that I just realized, I thought it was a road. It actually turns out there was a spur that came off of this main line here. Like I said, we'll go over there, I'll point that out. I'm just showing you my fingernail. And it ran all the way down into the town of Moletown, which again, not even a town, it's a village. All these little villages around here. And I think it, from what it looks like, I think it went to a quarry as well. Actually, under Lake Onalani is where most of Evansville proper used to be. There's roads and structures, and I think there's even an old stone arch bridge underneath this lake. This lake, I think in the 20s they built the dam to help with water supply for the city of Reading. But this used to just be a creek. It ran through, and towns, and not towns, but a town, and you know, typical of your building massive dams, whatever was in the way usually got submerged. That was the case. That was the case here. So, like I said, we're looking at Lake Onalani, and this is an old Reading Bridge for the Schuylkill and Lehigh. Concrete on top of stone. It's the same here. I don't actually know what this body of water is that it crosses. It's just a little stream further up. It's really nothing to it at all. This is actually the biggest section up right here where it merges into the lake itself. So I would assume before the lake was here, just a little stream that ran out into the Maiden Creek. Okay, I've rambled on enough. I'm gonna go find us something else cool to look at. But I thought this was a neat little spot, and I'll see you guys on the other side.